Hi there, everybody. Welcome to this month's installment of Embrace the Lace, where it's a collaboration that I do with Grace from So Lovely with Grace and Shalisa from So She Designs, where we take lace and we create new and different patterns using lace where maybe people normally wouldn't think about using lace. This month's theme was pumpkin spice. As you can see by my shirt here, this is my pumpkin spice shirt, or actually it's a dress. So let me kind of move back so you can see it, and then I will talk a little bit about the pattern, the fabric, and all that kind of stuff, okay? The lace that I used is this lace that is around the neck here. And then also, maybe I can pull it up high enough, it's on the pockets here. And this lace is the lace that I actually had bought for my October, the tiered skirt that I put lace on. And it's so cute that I was like, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I initially was trying to decide what to do for pumpkin spice, and I was maybe going to make a purse, or because I have a cute little purse pattern that looks like a pumpkin. But I was going through my fabric looking for fabric to do the purse, and I was going to make a hat. And I ran across my fabric here, and I thought, this is pumpkin spice fabric. So I will talk about that real quick. This is from Hobby Lobby. It is the needle cord. No, maybe it is needle point. It's the very, very thin cord. And I bought it at Hobby Lobby probably, boy, I think this summer, like when they first got in their fall fabrics, I jumped on it. I saw it and I was like, last year I did not get any of the cord fabric. It was all sold out by the time I actually was there. So this year I did not wait. And it is so cute. It's very light, very thin. It would probably be shirt weight. It's definitely not a heavy cord. But I decided I needed to make something out of it. I had about 2 1/3 yards once it got washed and shrunk up. And so I started looking through my patterns, and I came up with Simplicity 5917. I modeled it after this one because I was going to put the lace up here, and then I put the lace on the pockets. I did not have enough to do the really long version, which was sad to me because I really like those long dresses, but this ended up being long enough. I have to have, if I'm going to wear something to work, it has to be below my knee, and I was able to shorten the hem just a little bit on this to make it that it's just below my knee, so it's perfect. I bought this pattern when my kids were little, so that's 16 years ago. However, I did look it up, and you can get it on Amazon and you can get it on eBay, and so it might still be in the drawers. I'm not sure, but if you do want this specific pattern, that's where you could get it. I made the size large, and I thought it was a little big. But when I put the shirt on underneath it, the armholes are actually just right. You can see that the shoulders are a little over my shoulders, and the reason for that is because instead of doing the facings, it has 5 pieces. It has the front back facing, the front back pieces, which you do cut out 4 pieces, and then you do center seam front and center seam back. If you didn't want to, I'm sure you could just cut it out on the fold, but I went with it. And then the pocket piece, of course. I decided not to do the facings though, because of putting the bias tape on here. This actually, on this picture, is suede or leather binding, and I did not want to do that. So I just used binding tape, bias tape, and then I put the, it's really hard to see, you can see. I put the lace in between the bias tape and then the, the fabric. But and then I bound the inside of the armholes. Well, I forgot that when you do that, if it has a facing, I should have trimmed it back, 3/8 of an inch, half an inch. If I would have used the facings, the shoulder would have been right where it should have been, but I forgot to trim that off. And so it's a little wide. Excuse me, still dealing with some of that stuff. Just a sec. I don't know if I'm ever going to get well. Anyway, it's a little wide, but it's okay. I don't mind it. I think it looks fine. And like I said, the armholes are perfect when there's a shirt underneath. I need to make myself a turtleneck because I think this would be really cute with a turtleneck underneath it. Like in the picture, they have the turtlenecks. It would be cute. Maybe a mock turtleneck. So anyway, let me think. It took me more than 2 hours to sew up. Mostly, again, because I finished the insides, and this time instead of doing French seams, I flat felled the seams. With the cord, I thought that would look cute. You can't really see it because of the pattern, but I flat felled all the seams and then bias taped them and rolled the hem. So everything on the inside is perfectly clean and pristine. This is probably the best job I've ever done using bias tape. I don't know if you can see, it actually is a point, and I am so excited because I've not been able to do that ever. So I watched a YouTube tutorial, and I will link it in the description box below. So if somebody is relatively new to sewing and you want to, this would be a perfect beginner pattern to do, especially with the bias tape. The facings are kind of, you have to turn it around in the shoulder seam. I hate doing that. That was another reason why I just decided not to do the facings. But I will link the video, that tutorial. I think it's Sew with Anastasia, but I will link for sure in the box below the video about how to make a V-necked bias tape so that it has the point to it. It's really magic. And the under parts, I actually bound the bias tape properly, where you sew it together on the two sides of the bias tape come like this, and then you sew along here, and then you fold it over, and then it is then you just finish sewing it right across there, and it fit perfectly. There were no bubbles. I felt so proud of myself. So that's one of the things that you could get out of this, is that you could very easy, beginner friendly, practice with bias tape. And yeah, will I make it again? The question, will I make it again? I might, especially if I have more fabric so that I could do a longer skirt. This isn't a bad length though, and with tights it will be really nice. Coming up in the near future, like this weekend, I am planning on releasing a video sharing my make for Martika J Makes Sew Blue for Diabetes. I did Sew Blue for Diabetes last year, and I want to participate again this year. That's this weekend. It will not be a garment, so definitely stick around and check that this weekend for what I do end up making. And then the next weekend after this weekend, I'm planning on doing my first installment of I Saw It, I Made It. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so that you can get alerted when those videos come out. And I guess that is all I have to say. Please, please go see So Lovely with Grace and So She Designs. Go check out their videos. I am very excited. I have no idea what they are going to make. And because the theme was pumpkin spice, it can be pretty much anything. So I am looking forward to checking out their videos, and I will highly encourage you to do so as well. So otherwise, I will see you in the next video, and you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving, okay? Bye.